All praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the electmen feeding the sheep of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, in sincerity and truth with his great gospel coming out of our Bible, strictly for the elect of the children of Israel. Children of Israel. And this video is about the youngins, the children, right? You got this 80s musician talking about, I believe the children are the future. Yeah, damn sure ain't talking about the children of this society, right? The children of the future is talking about the children of Israel. We're gonna take over the kingdom. That's spiritually what really they was singing about, but they damn sure ain't talking about these fucking kids of this society, right? These perverted kids of this society, right? These unruly kids of this society. What the scriptures say? These menstruant women gonna bring forth what? Let's get this. This is the book of 2nd Ezra. Read 5 and 8. And it reads, there shall be confusion. There shall be a confusion also in many places. And the fire shall be off sent out again, right? And when we see the confusion, right? Because Babylon, the word Babylon means confusion, right? The spirit of America is in every fucking place in the society due to what media, Hollywood, music, right? Religion, philosophies, and doctrines. People migrating here and leaving and fleeing, going back to their countries. They don't learn the ways of Esau, right? That's why they're not about family. They're not about being fruitful and multiply once they don't learn Esau's way. What it's all about, making money. It's all about making money, right? It says, there shall be confusion also in many places. And what else? It turns into what? They don't want to have children. They become homosexuals, right? There shall be confusion. There shall be a confusion also in many places. And the fire shall be off sent out again. And the wild beasts shall change their places. And menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Only on CBS News Chicago, we are learning a group of kids who attacked a Chicago mother and her 9-year-old son have been terrorizing another family. Our Sade Gray reports that mob was caught on video in both instances.
Carolyn Sanford says the same group of kids who attacked Hatter and her son brutally attacked her adult son this past summer, leaving him unconscious on the ground for half an hour. She says they picked on him because her son has autism and is an easy target.
Ain't gonna lie, it's hard remembering it.
For 21-year-old Sean Brown, this attack left him with a fuzzy memory and PTSD.
I couldn't get up for a little minute. My head was hurting.
You can see in this video, he's running from a group of kids. The incident happened near the Trumbull Park Homes, a Chicago housing authority complex. Brown says he was leaving the grocery store when he made eye contact with a group of kids and started running when he was just steps away from his home. You can see Brown is holding a grocery bag, trying to reason with the kids. Then things escalate. We've stopped the video before the kids pulled him off of the grass and into the street.
At first, I didn't want to put my hands on the kid. He's a kid. Like, come on now. I'm a grown and I'm putting my hands on a kid. Like, I might be slow, but I got common sense.
If this video looks eerily similar to what was captured earlier this week, it's not a coincidence. A group of kids attacked Korshonda Hatter and her 9-year-old son. Our analysis shows the two videos were shot by the same child.
They picked with him because they knew he was.
A group of kids attacked Korshonda Hatter and her 9-year-old son. Our analysis shows the two videos were shot by the same child.
They picked with him because they knew he was scared.
Carolyn Sanford says that boy sent the video to her, taunting her. It was all a part, she says, of her family being bullied by the group for months. In one of those incidents, a boy in the video slapped her 10-year-old daughter, Brown's younger sister, at Orville T. Bright Elementary School. The same school several parents demonstrated this past week, calling for an end to bullying.
My daughter didn't want to go to school. These kids never want to stay home. That girl wants to stay home more than anybody.
Even school, The same school. Several parents demonstrated this past week, calling for an end to bullying.
My daughter didn't want to go to school. These kids never want to stay home. That girl wants to stay home more than anybody.
Even at home, the same group of kids broke her window and kicked in her door last May.
And the ringleaders is crazy because they stay above me. I'm do if I don't, I'm damn if I do. More than anybody.
Even at home, the same group of kids broke her window and kicked in her door last May.
And the ringleaders is crazy because they stay above me. I'm do if I don't, I'm damn if I do.
Right? That's why it says she's gonna bring forth monsters. Let's get that verse. Fuck. This is 2nd Esdras 5 and 8. It says, there shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Right? And these kids, that's the spirit that's on them, right? They don't give a damn about nobody. Right? They don't give a damn about nobody. Why? Because they're really being raised by who? Esau, Edom, the wicked. By Esau, Edom, the wicked, through his media, the television, right? Through his school, right? They go to school. They ain't being taught education, right? They being indoctrinated to hate each other and to love who? Master, right? They go to church, love master, right? Chase money, right? That's the only thing in this society that promotes to these kids. Violence, sex, drugs, violence, and the spirit of what? Chasing money. The spirit of chasing money. And now these people, they can't control their children, right? They can't rule over their children, right? They losing their goddamn minds, right? That's why the spirit of people wanting to have children has disappeared, has vanished, right? There was a time where you remember people wanting to get married and have children. They were making movies about babies, newborn babies. Look who's talking. Look who's talking too, right? Baby on board, right? All these different things. But nah, people ain't thinking about having children. People are thinking about their goddamn selves. They thinking about how they survive in a society, because this is a society that's going down, right? In a society that's going down, it's not beneficial to have a bunch of children, right? It says children are very greatly in danger, especially in this society, right? This is a show. It says we hate kids. Right, the vibration in the society, they hate kids, right? The spirit is children are in danger, and they are in danger, because it says child abandonment. That's a thing that's been happening around in Americas. In Babylon the Great, child abandonment, known as leaving a child younger than 12 months, is a serious global issue. In 12 months, a child that can't take care of themselves, right? Because you got children 10, 12 years old. That's child abandonment. Right, it says issue often referred to as baby dumping. It is often caused by extreme poverty, lack of support, or social stigma. Abandoned children, sometimes called fondlings, may suffer from severe psychological consequences known as abandoned child syndrome. Right, and that's what's happening in America, the spirit of abandoning children.
Our top story at 6 tonight, a 2-year-old girl caught on a game camera wandering alone in the woods on the south side, only wearing a dress and no shoes. Now her mother and grandmother have been arrested and are facing charges. KENS 5's Mike.
When you hate your job, you get bored.
We arrived on scene. Hello. We arrived on scene. Hello. And as we walked in, we see a little kid sitting at the table eating his breakfast with one of the managers. Hey, buddy.
Oh, look at that.
We asked where he came from, and he kept saying he walked to Chick-fil-A.
You know where your house is, right, honey?
It's right across the street, right over there.
Okay, cool.
I have children, and the first thing, you get that knot in your stomach because somebody else who's a parent is missing their child. Are you gonna show us where you live?
Yeah.
Okay. We gathered him up. Look at that. Say thank you.
There's a California.
Developing tonight, video that's gone viral showing a Detroit man walking a 6-year-old girl 10 blocks to school after finding her walking by herself.
I just checked in, and in less than 24 hours, this video has been shared more than 33,000 times. In the video, Joshua Threat tears up, saying he found the child walking in the cold without a hat or without gloves.
But what's the story behind that video?
We sent 7 News Detroit reporter Peter Maxwell out to talk to Threat and get some answers from Detroit police and the school district.
He wasn't expecting to go viral, but Joshua Threat's Facebook Live video touched tens of thousands of viewers, and he says he would do it again for any child walking alone in the cold.
You out here walking by herself. How old is you? 6. Nah.
That's 36-year-old Detroit resident Joshua Threat on Facebook Live Monday.
You out here walking by herself. How old is you? 6. Nah.
Let's go to the book of Luke 23 and 31. And it reads, "For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry?" Right? For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in a dry? Right? You see, they don't give a damn about these kids. Right? And it's in the green tree, right? Things are still operational. Right? Jobs ain't dried up yet. Opportunity ain't dried up yet. The spirit of happiness is still lingering around. Churches will still feed you. People will still help you. People will still help your children. Feed your children. Help your family. Right? Pretty soon there's going to be no motherfucking help on the goddamn face on the earth. The only help is going to be for who? The people that was fearing the Lord. The people that repented back to their power. Right? In their family. Right? That's why it says a bunch of women gonna take hold of one man. That one man is a man of the Lord. That's who the Lord's gonna be with in them days. Right? The Lord don't give a fuck if you a baby mama with 14 kids. The Lord gonna have you eat them little motherfuckers. Right? The scriptures say what? This is the book of Leviticus 26 and 27. And we talking to you Israelites. And if you will not, for all this hearken unto me, but walk contrary unto me, then I will walk contrary unto you. Right? Right? I'm reading it again. If you will not for all this hearken unto me, but walk contrary unto me, then I will walk contrary unto you. Also in fury, I even will chastise you 7 times for your sins. And what? And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters shall ye eat. Right? That's what you're going to do when that shit dry up. Right now, you just being mean to your children. You're not feeding your children. You're abandoning your children. Right? A lot of motherfuckers abandoning their children. Right? It says parents abandon 3 toddlers at campsite. Goddamn, they don't give a fuck. Including boy with Down syndrome lacking oxygen support for brain development, cop says. Right? That's the spirit of these people, man. Look at these devils. They don't give a damn about no kids. Even you goddamn 2/3 you Israelite, you wicked Negroes. It says 12-year-old returns home to empty apartment after mom and her boyfriend packed up and moved out without warning, leaving him to fend for himself. That's the future. A lot of these kids and these children, they gonna have to fend for themselves. Right? They gonna have to fend for themselves, and it's gonna get bad. Right? These women, they gonna turn on their children. This is Matthew 24:19. It reads, "And woe unto them that are with child." I'll read it again, Matthew 24:19. "And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days." Right? In what days? In the days where opportunity has vanished. Right? Lack of bread, lack of jobs, lack of resources. Right? Because in those days, what these women gonna do? They gonna be into a thing called child abandonment. Right? It says extreme poverty, common causes of this thing called child abandonment. Right? You seen the one child, he done walked across the street. Mama ain't cooking nothing in the motherfucking crib. Barefoot, he done went straight to Wendy's, wherever he went to. Right? Extreme poverty. Right? Ain't that what the global elites is setting up for America? Extreme poverty. That's why middle class vanished, gone. right? Suburbs looking dried up, jobs vanishing, empty buildings, right? Empty homes, right? That's why so many people they just squatting in people's places. There ain't too many people owning houses. Who's buying up all these houses? These weird elite bankers, not bankers, these weird elite dudes with money. Groups of hedge fund rich motherfuckers is buying up all these properties, right? And raising up the price of the value of your home to the point where you can't afford to pay for your rent, can't afford to pay for your mortgage, right? It's all being set up to make you people poor, right? Extreme poverty, inability to provide basic necessities, food, shelter, clothing, right? Child walking with no shoes, child walking with no clothes, no coat, no hat, right? No gloves. It's freezing. It's getting bad out here. Social stigma, fear, children born out of wedlock, right? Or in cultures where children bearing is stigmatized, right? Really, children born out of what? Adultery. Funky bitches and adulterous punk ass niggas, right? Sleeping with other men's wives, causing division in houses, broken houses, and separation, right? That's all these things the Lord set up. The Lord is not with your house. The Lord might be with you, but he might not be with your motherfucking kids or your woman. That's why he made your woman leave and she took the kids with her, right? And you don't speak to them and they don't speak to you, right? That's part of this society we live in, and that's part of the curses of being an Israelite. It says lack of support, single parents or young parents without family or social safety nets, right? Arise and depart, for this ain't your rest. Ain't gonna be no Section 8 is dying. Public aid is dying. Right? All them things that Esau had set up to make you leave your man for you dumbass women. Guess what? He's taking it back. Now you're gonna have to depend on him, and you're gonna have to take a chip, because everything points to what? The chip, the radio frequency identification device, to make people what depend on what them. Right? It's all about fear. It's all about starving the people, really, and population control. All these useless eaters. What Donald Trump even said about America. It was like, yeah, that's a lot of smart people in America. He said, no, it's not. No, but there is. No, it's not. Right? He was like, damn. That's how DJT feel about his fellow citizens of America. They're not smart enough. They're not wise enough. And they can't pass a drug test. They can't graduate from school, right? So what's happening? They about to purge the shit out of you fucking people, right? And they're gonna use you peoples to purge yourselves, right? Because in a time when opportunity has vanished, guess what? So has the father. The father in the house has vanished. Oh, sometimes even the mother, she leaves and leave the father with all the fucking kids. He got to deal with it himself, right? This world is fucked up.